It's obviously too cold for swimming, even for geese at the moment. They've decided to pick up some food from the local field. Last time I was here, it didn't look quite like this, but it's very pretty. And here's a slight clue. I'm at Rushbrooke again. Rushbrooke village is a very pretty place that's been kept in almost a feudal state by being owned by one family until very recently. It's been snowing all day today after also quite a lot of snow yesterday, so the end result is very pretty indeed. You can't really have a proper winter without something like this, can you? It's gorgeous. Cars parked at owner's risk. Not much owner's risk going on at the moment. There are no cars. Rather surprisingly, we're at Rushbrooke Fishing Lake here. And I haven't seen anyone here really during the whole of lockdown. I thought fishing was a legal form of exercise, slightly surprisingly, and certainly I can't see how it would really harm anyone to wander out here and sit by themselves beside the lake. And I'm sure Jacob Rees-Mogg would be very happy, because all of the fish in this lake are very firmly English fish. They all vote very solidly Tory, and before that in fact they all voted for the Brexit party. So this is Rushbrooke Lake. Very pretty it is too, without the fishermen. So I've left the lake now. You can see the road that leads to it. You can also probably see that it's snowing. So I'm out here suffering for the joy of the art of cinematography. Actually, that's a complete lie, because it's really rather nice out here. It's snowing, but it's only around freezing point. The views are glorious. It's wonderfully quiet. I'll walk into the village of Rushbrooke. This is what roads ought to look like at this time of the year. It's passable, but actually quite icy, so it wouldn't be a good idea to go too fast. But there's not much going on here at the moment. A car just went past me. So it's a lovely quiet place to walk. I'm now on the edge of Rushbrooke village. I think that is the old schoolhouse there. We have some trees here that bits fell off a couple of years ago. This is a regular lap for me when I was doing marathon training, and you can see now that we're just approaching Rushbrooke Church. So a little closer now than it was when it was a mere dot on the horizon. And over there we see the main part of Rushbrooke village just appearing in front of us. There's the estate office, various administrative buildings, and a lot of houses, all built in the same style. And as I said before, they were all owned by the Rothschild family until it was sold a few years ago. So we have a rather pretty looking pond there. Looks particularly good with the snow around it. And the trees look wonderful, the contrast of the bare branches against the grey sky and the white snow. So the public road, the lane, disappears there in front of us, and we're about to enter the estate grounds, which is quite legal on foot, but I did get told off once for riding a bicycle through there. So underneath that snow there's a rather nice thatched roof. We'll see some more thatched roofs in a little while. We're now entering the village. So this is the main street of the village. In front of us, right in the middle of the road, you can see a rather interesting little building. So what on earth is it, you might ask? Well, there's a cross on top. Could it be a very small church? It would be a very small church. Not room for a big congregation. And here we are inside. But actually, what we can see is the village water pump. I promised some more thatched roofs. So here we are. A row of cottages. As we disappear out of the other end of the village, and a rather lovely cottage here. Is that beautiful? Indeed, no cycling, as I was told by a man driving a 4x4 in the middle of the summer. So I guess I'm sort of okay with that. It keeps it quiet and inaccessible. A bigger lake for the fishermen here, rather less natural. I think I prefer the natural lake. We're about to exit past a little industrial estate on one side and a paddock on the other. An interesting mix of the traditional and the new. So today I'm going to exit on hard road surfaces, I think. Could be a bit muddy if I take the path. So let's come out this way. It's tarmac now all the way to the road, so I can have a very lazy walk through the snow without getting up to my knees in mud. This is a view I remember oh so well from the days of marathon training. I have a circuit that takes me a quarter of a marathon, so my short runs when I was training were just a single lap of that, a quarter marathon, 6 3/4 miles or so, 10k, and my long run, which I was doing once a week, was to do 3 laps of this. So on the 3rd lap, as I was running around here, I was always getting pretty exhausted, so this view is etched deep in my memory. After the modest estates, start again, cut. After the modest houses on the estate, or in fact cottages on the estate, we now have a rather less modest house. I guess this is how the other half lives. And there we have the accoutrements. You have a paddock, I guess you need some horses to go in it. There we go. Horses, paddock, snow. And that really is the end of Rushbrooke. I'm on the drive now, which just leads down to the gate on what I assume, given that it's a lane leading to Rushbrooke, must be Rushbrooke Lane. So now crunching through the snow and occasionally sliding on the ice. It really is pretty slippery here. So you'd have fun if you were driving irresponsibly. Probably end up in the hedge. It's still snowing. May or may not be able to see that. It's getting darker. It's odd how the whole world becomes monochrome in the snow. It's the snow and it's everything else. So we've got white and black and grey descend into a monochrome world. A lovely crunch of the snow underfoot. It really is lovely walking in this weather. So I guess this is as good a place as any to sign off before I slide over live on video. If I'm going to do that, I might as well do it in private. So I hope you enjoyed that quick trip through Rushbrooke. I might even see you again.